Duty in their natural habitat.
Hey guys, it's Minuther here from Tiny and Mini, and I want to talk to you guys about the CDL season because here on our channel we're big fans of it, and I'm personally going to try to bring you guys updates, content, just everything in general having to do with the CDL season. And what better way to start it off with the CDL Classic that's coming up. So I want to tell you the 5 teams that I think are going to come out on top. Number 1, my personal favorite, my favorite team in the game, the LA Thieves. Just because they have Draza, one of the best rookies to come out of MW late in the season, dropping dimes in Cold War. He was switching weapons consistently. He didn't really have a role. He was just a main slayer. No matter what gun he had in his hand, he would just kill and just rack up his stats. Then you have Kenny, the leader of this team, I personally feel, because he's been on this team when it's struggled, when it's been down, and he still drops numbers. The team has struggled in the past, but it's definitely not been because of Kenny. Octane, one of the best ARs to ever touch the sticks, just because he kills everything. That man could sit on a heady and doesn't miss. He has no bullet recoil on his gun. Like, you watch him, and I know some people say that he's washed or something because of last year or the 2 years before, but that man, when he was on land, the last event, that man dropped dimes. He was able to bring his team back and beat one of the best teams in the game. Like, this man is disgusting still, and if you don't see that, you have to open your eyes. And this man's going to be watching over Envoy, one of the best route runners in the game. That man can sneak, can get behind, can do anything you want him to. And it's literally unimaginable in the places he could be. But this man can still slay on hardpoint. When he's on hardpoint, he gets 4, 5, 6 kills back to back to back, carrying the team sometimes. Last year, he did it on Optic, which was, like, disgusting because of all the talent you had there. Like, LA Thieves is going to be, for me, the first team coming out on top. The second team is going to be Atlanta FaZe, just because it's Atlanta FaZe. They're still always going to be, personally, without my bias, the best team in the game. Just because Arcides, he's just disgusting. That man could turn on you whenever he wants with an AR. He's just disgusting. Like, you want no one else looking over you with an AR. That's not Arcides. You have Celium. That man has no head. He can't be killed ever, which is crazy and absurd, because he makes you waste so much time trying to kill him that your other teammates are already on the point, and the other team can't even rotate because they're still trying to deal with Celium on the map. And then you have Abizi. Abizi is one of the best search and destroy players just because he can't die and he always gets first bloods. That man's averaging, I think it was like 5 and 2 first bloods. That means every time he would go for a first blood, he would always win the fight and he would still be alive. Like, it's very hard to do that, especially in COD, because the gunfight is so fast, the movement is so fast, and this man's able to survive and get kills like nothing. Like, that's insane. And then you have the best player in the game on that team, in Simp. Coming in BO4 as a rookie, was already the best player in the game. Like, who does that? This man is still gonna improve. He's still gonna be so good, and he's gonna slay his heart out. And that's why I think they're gonna come out on top. The third team that I think is gonna come out on top is Optic Texas, just because of the sheer talent they have. You have Dashy. He is one of the most talented players on the team. That man does not need a practice to be good, let me tell you that. Then you have Scump, the king, one of the OGs of the game. He is the leader on that team, and he is gonna help out so much. And the years he's been playing, he's been slaying, and you can't tell me he hasn't. Last year, they might have struggled a little bit, but it definitely wasn't this man's fault. He got the kills, and he played the points. He did everything for his team, and even though they didn't make it that far, they still put up a run because of this man Scump. Then you have Illy, one of the best role players in the game. That man, you ask him to sit back for 3-4 minutes, he's like, I got you, I'll cover this lane the whole time. I don't have to move. And he's patient, he's meticulous, he likes to do everything the way he wants it, and it's gonna be disgusting. But the thing about this, he still slays. He still gets 3 pieces, 2 pieces every time he's on the map. And that's just incredible. And then you have the movement king in Shotzi. Shotzi is very untouchable when you're going up against him. When you're in a 1v1 against Shotzi, you're praying that he's not moving too much, because that man will break your ankles in any game. In any pickup game, that man, you're broken. He even puts up Twitter videos of him showing you how he does his movement, but no one can replicate it because he's just that good, and he's just that player for that team. And that's why I think Optic is going to come up in third. In fourth, I think it's going to be the New York Subliners. Hear me out. They have Clay. He is a champion. Clay is a fighter, and he doesn't take shit for no one. You do something wrong, he's going to call you out on it. He's going to make sure his team is building up to the potential that they have. Because helping him out is Krim, the most winningest player in the game to touch the sticks, period. You can't tell me that Krim is not disgusting still. And he's still going to win, and he still has hunger, and he's still going to beat every other player that's going to challenge him. And then you have the rookie, Hydra. Oh my god, I wish we could have seen more of Hydra this year. But due to his visa problems last year, he couldn't really play as much and build the chemistry he needed with his team. Plus, there's like a language barrier there that they needed to build up. But now he's here. He knows what he's doing. This man's disgusting, and I feel like he's going to be one of the top players to watch next year coming out. Because he could do anything and everything on the map. And next to him is Neptune. Alright, so Neptune was in a weird situation because he wasn't on a good team last year. Let's get at that. But even on a shitty team like Florida, he was still able to help them push wins out. That man was getting 3 pieces and pulling them out of his ass. Like this man was turning on people. There's a clip where he turns around, pistol whips somebody, and then shoots the guy. Like, who does that? Like, he's disgusting. And with this team, he doesn't have to be the carry. He could be the support to Hydra, because Hydra is disgusting. And him playing the support role to Hydra is gonna be even better because he could still slay, and they're just gonna elevate to a whole new never level because they have 2 OGs and 2 rookies. And that is perfect because the OGs get to help the rookies develop their game and become better players. Because Illy and Shotzi weren't that good. I'm telling you this, Illy and Shotzi were not that good at the start of the season in, MW. But Clay and Krim taught them, and now they're one of the best duos in the game. And I feel that they have the opportunity to teach Hydra and Neptune an even better duo to be better players, and that's just going to elevate their game. And the last team that I think personally is going to come out is a dark horse team, and it's the LA Gorillas. Come on now. You have Slasher, Gunless, Hook, and Asim. Slasher, one of the best ARs in the game. You can't tell me. That man has won time and time again, pulling 5v1 clutches out of his ass. He did it in MW so many times. He's done it in Cold War when he has limited playing time. Like, this man is disgusting. You have Gunless. Now, that man is a beam. He's been on the rocks lately on the last couple games, but that doesn't mean this man can't get kills on the map. Every time he plays, he might not be a team player, but he still gets so many kills that doesn't matter at the end of the day. And in order for this team to succeed, Eagles have to be dropped, and Slasher and Gunless have to be like, you know what, we have to come together and make sure our team is disgusting, because if all they need is to fix their egos, they're going to be a really good team and the dark horse team to look out to. And then you have Asim. Asim is one of the most underrated players to me personally, because that man, no matter what situation you put him in, he's going to try to do his best, and he does his best. Last year on New York, he was one of the most dirtiest players on the team, getting quadruple kills while playing the point, staying on point, doing every dirty little thing he needed to do. And I respect it, and he deserves more credit because I feel he's better than most subs in the game. So I feel Asim is going to be a big role to play, because next to Hook can slay and play the point as well and rotate. Like, this team has the building blocks to be so disgusting, but they just have to put their egos aside, mainly Slasher and Gunless, to help out Asim and Hook, which Asim could do that because Asim is so humble, right? So hopefully they're able to put their differences aside and you come out on top. So let's run over the list. Then we got LAT number 1, Atlanta FaZe number 2, Optic Texas number 3, New York Subliners number 4, and LA Gorillas number 5. I think those are going to be the top teams coming out of this Kickoff Classic, and I hope I'm right. But drop any comments, anything you need down below in the description. Subscribe and keep up with the CDL season, and I'll keep you with your updates. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.